We're going to dive into a powerful blueprint designed to save the lives of the world's most vulnerable children. It's called the Integrated Management of Childhood Illness, or IMCI for short. But first, let's start with a really tough question. I want you to imagine you're a healthcare worker in a small remote clinic. A mother comes in, her child is sick, has a cough, a fever. Is it just a cold? Could it be pneumonia? What if it's malaria, but the child is also malnourished? So what do? How do you make the right call when a child might be suffering from multiple things at once and you've got very limited time and resources? Okay, let's get right into it. That problem, that dilemma, gets to the heart of what we can call the overlapping crisis. It's this situation where looking for just one single diagnosis, well, it just isn't enough. You see, the reality is children in many parts of the world are very rarely sick with just one thing. A child who has pneumonia might also be anemic or maybe dehydrated. And if you only treat the pneumonia without tackling the other issues, it might not be enough to save them. It's just that single illness approach, it completely falls apart when the dangers are all layered on top of each other. And that is precisely why the Integrated Management of Childhood Illness was created. It's a total shift in perspective, moving away from treating a single disease to looking at the well-being of the whole child. So what is it exactly? Well, IMCI is a whole system. Its goal isn't just to cure one specific sickness. It's to bring down the overall rates of death and illness, and to really help kids under 5 grow up healthy. It's all about the total well-being of the child. And here's the thing. IMCI isn't just some chart or a diagnostic tool. It's a whole strategy built on 3 pillars. First, you've got to improve the skills of the healthcare staff on the ground. Second, you have to make the health systems themselves better. And third, and this part is huge, it reaches beyond the clinic walls to improve health practices right in the home, with families and communities. It's the whole shebang. Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does it actually work in that remote clinic we talked about? Well, it all boils down to a really clear, simple process for making what are often life or death decisions. The core of the IMCI process is this simple but incredibly powerful mantra. First, you assess the child by checking for very specific signs. Then, you classify the illness based on what you see. And that classification instantly tells you how to identify the right treatment. Assess, classify, treat. It's methodical, it's reliable, and it's built for high-pressure situations. Now, to make these decisions not just reliable, but also super fast, the system uses a genius idea, a traffic light. Red, yellow, green. It's a visual language that absolutely everyone on the planet understands. So if a child's condition gets classified as red, that means urgent danger. It's a stop sign. It tells the health worker, stop what you're doing. This child needs immediate help and has to get to a hospital now. There's no gray area, no confusion. A yellow classification, well, that's a sign for caution. It means, okay, we've got a specific illness here, maybe pneumonia or dysentery, that needs a targeted treatment, like an antibiotic or rehydration salts. And it's something that can be managed right there at the local clinic or even at home. And finally, green means go. This tells the health worker that the child has a mild illness, maybe just a common cold. No special medicine is needed, just good advice on how to care for the child at home. And this is so important because it frees up that health worker to focus their precious time on the kids in the yellow and red zones. All right, so let's see how this all clicks together. For any sick child that comes in, the whole process kicks off with the single most critical step, checking for what they call general danger signs. These are the absolute top priority red flags that tell you a child's life might be at risk. So let's actually walk through one of the real charts. Step 1 is assess. The health worker doesn't need any fancy equipment. They just follow the guide, asking the mother really simple but crucial questions. Things like, is the child able to drink or breastfeed? Does the child vomit everything? Then they look for other signs. Is the child lethargic or maybe unconscious? Now those answers lead you directly to step 2, classify. And here's where the simple genius of the system really shines. If the answer to any of those questions is yes, if there is even one general danger sign, the classification is automatic. It's pink or red in our traffic light system, which means very severe disease. And that classification leads you straight to the final step, identify treatment. The chart spells out the exact, immediate actions to take. Maybe give an anticonvulsant, prevent low blood sugar, keep the child warm, and refer urgently to a hospital. It's a clear, life-saving plan printed right there on the page. No guesswork. So when you kind of zoom out from the details, you start to see that this is so much more than just a chart. It's a blueprint, a simple system that has had an absolutely game-changing impact on child health all over the world. There's this one quote that I think just nails it. It says, the number one priority is to pick up those dangerous, life-threatening conditions and to do it as fast and as effectively as you possibly can. That's it. That's the entire mission of IMCI in a nutshell. And that's what's so crucial to understand. The real power of IMCI is how it empowers people. It gives those frontline health workers, often working alone, a clear, reliable system that takes the guesswork out of these incredibly high-stakes decisions. It gives them the confidence to act, and in doing so, they save countless lives. So, to just wrap it all up, here's why this system is such a game changer. 1. It creates a standard for high-quality care everywhere. 2. It treats the whole child, not just one symptom. 3. It saves lives by targeting the biggest childhood killers. And 4, it does all of this in the places that need it most, settings where resources are incredibly scarce. And that kind of leaves us with a bigger thought, doesn't it? The genius of IMCI is its elegant simplicity in the face of deadly complexity. And it really makes you wonder, what other huge, complicated problems, in global health or maybe even beyond, could we solve with a similar kind of clear, simple, and powerful blueprint?